$20 worth of earnings, so I'm just gonna do like 68, and just go with it was, and we're just cracking up, we're watching, so I guess you just here's my money,
Right.
I'll just leave it on the dash, and that's the fine, and they take your fine right there. They will take the cops take your fine.
Really, right there.
Yep.
Here you go, pay him right there.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I looked it up.
Cash
afterwards.
only. It's weird.
Yeah, that's
Sweet.
strange. This policeman's got a Rolex on? I wonder why.
Boss hog over there, right?
Are you ready to go back to work now?
My camera's doing what it's supposed to do. It's looking at your ugly mug.
Okay, so this is edition number 4, Thursday edition of the inaugural filming of the screen test for Craft Beer Budz. I'm Jay. This is Matt. This is Mike. Cousin Vinny over in the corner, spectator box, and cameraman Mike. He's my roommate. Basically, what we're doing here is, while I know cameraman Mike, Matt and Mike and Vinny are just some guys I kind of swapped some emails with, went out on social media, and just look for some people to come and taste and critique beer. It's kind of a blind tasting type deal where they don't know what they're drinking. I do, of course, and you'll know too because it's right down here somewhere. I haven't put it in yet, but you'll know what we're getting ready to drink. And we're just going to get the perspective of, Matt, let's go ahead and tell them about yourself a little bit just so we know, and we'll go from there.
I'm Matt, software engineer by trade, but beer nerd by hobby. I homebrew. Been homebrewing for about 2 years and enjoy beer, especially when it's free.
And if you've seen any of the other episodes, Matt has clearly established himself as the authority
The expert
on everything that none of us know about beer. I know what I like, and I drink a lot of beer, but I don't brew. I don't know a lot of the technical stuff. And then, Mike, what's up with you?
I like drinking beer and good conversations, so this has been a lot of fun.
Are you a Sagittarius?
I really like this. No.
Why, are you looking for a date?
It sounded like an eHarmony ad right there.
So anyway, just to give it a full background, as I mentioned, if you haven't seen the other episodes, we actually have not met. I just reached out on social media and said, hey, I'm trying to put together a show. Why don't you come over and drink some beer and we'll critique it, talk about it, yada, 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 and just see how it goes. And so here we are, episode 4. If you haven't seen the other ones, they're on the channel somewhere where you can see some of the beers that we've tried already. And this is Thursday edition, beer number 4. And I think, Mike, it's your turn to go first.
I think I'm up. And this is the type of beer that I generally like. Darker beer, more of a stout. And good smell.
I have not had this beer
smell,
first.
maybe.
I know what it is, but I have not had this yet.
Again, the smell is much different than the taste. But kind of nutty, call this. And
That is different. The like you said, I'll definitely agree to that. The smell and the taste kind of.
the finish is a little strange. It's got a weird aftertaste. Initially, I like it. I could probably drink a whole pint of that.
Well, at least can, unlike one of the beers that we had previously, can you at least finish the glass that you've got in front of you?
Yes, this one I
I just wanted to check that out. All right, Matt, what do you got?
I got some chocolate in the nose and almost a coffee type taste to it in the mouth. I think some of that aftertaste is coming from that as well. At least for me, it's like I've just drank some coffee. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but it fits pretty well with this beer. It's pretty big mouthfeel. I'm getting a little bit of alcohol heat at the end. Guess this is a little higher ABV than some of the other beers we've had.
That much I will say. You guessed correct.
It is. It's not out of place. The beer's sweet enough. and it has enough coffee that it's not totally out of balance. Not my absolute favorite style of beer. Again, I'm not really a coffee drinker, but
Neither am
yeah, it's
I.
pretty good.
All right, cousin Vinny, your thoughts?
I like it. I'm not a huge like dark beer drinker, but it doesn't have that major bite like most dark beers do have. And it's I agree with the coffee thing. I used to roast coffee, so it lays right in that same realm with that whole deal. But I too could drink this glass.
Yeah.
And actually, because I forgot to point it out further or previously, the reason cousin Vinny is over there in the corner is just because he's visiting from Maui, and he was kind of a surprise guest. So we didn't. It wasn't like we tried to put him in a corner because we don't like him or anything. It just that's how it worked out. I only had room for 3 panelists up here, so that's.
He'll have to be a regular surprise guest.
Well, maybe we'll Skype
Special
him
guest.
in from Maui.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
have
a good
to,
idea.
I'll have to send him whatever we're drinking and say, hey, how is it, in Maui? But, okay, Cameraman Mike, where you at on this?
Okay, so once again, of course, opposed to everybody else.
Well, I haven't weighed in yet, so go ahead.
I definitely taste it's chocolate, coffee. I mean, I definitely taste all of that. I actually kind of like the flavor through the first sip, and then after that, the aftertaste just really kills it for me. I don't know. I'll finish my glass. It's not. I don't dislike it, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. But I could probably drink it in the right situation.
Cameraman Mike is a lightweight. He is going to be hammered by the time we're done.
Yeah, Mike's already on the way there.
Especially on this
After we
one.
finish this one, yes.
Yeah, because I'll say right now, this is 11.2 ABV, so this one is peaking the scale there. So
That's quite high.
yes, it is.
11.2. Wow.
Yeah, it's almost in barley wine territory.
Yeah.
But it is definitely very chocolatey, kind of a dessert thing on the nose, and even I kind of would before tasting it, you get the sweetness in the smell of it.
As it warms up, it seems to get warmer, alcohol-wise.
Yeah. This is something, again, it falls into the category of something that I wanted to try. I don't think I would drink this again, just because I'm not a big coffee guy either. It seems like ever since I moved to California, I kind of stopped drinking coffee just because it's hot out here, and drinking coffee was something I did back east to stay warm, and I just don't drink it anymore. But I do like it. It's pretty balanced. It definitely is somewhat boozy. But I think this is, and I'll go get the bottle, but this is something too that I think would be interesting to let it sit in the bottle for maybe a year or two just to see what happens. Because this is one of those beers that you can let sit and kind of cellar it for a couple of years to see how it matures. But it's no. Go ahead, Mike.
I found it interesting that I drink coffee quite a bit. I love coffee. The stronger the coffee, the better. Espresso is my go-to drink, and so maybe that's desensitized me from picking up the coffee notes in this beer. But as soon as Matt said coffee, I was like, yeah, coffee. There's coffee.
Oh, so you weren't really getting the coffee
No,
initially?
not
And,
at
and that's the same feeling. I had the chocolate
The
smell,
chocolate at
and then
first.
exactly the same thing. As soon as he
Yeah.
said coffee, I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's
See,
coffee.
I didn't really get any coffee in the nose when I smelled it. It was straight
So is that-
chocolate.
Yeah,
and
it's
then as soon as
definitely-
I got it on my tongue,
Right, it's that aftertaste that's
Yeah.
the coffee coming through. So
Yeah, this I like it. I think it's pretty balanced, but again, not something that I'm gonna go and like go get a pint of. It's just I think it's interesting for this purpose. It's not a bad beer. I think it's well crafted and well done. But I would put this in the category of kind of a dessert beer. You know, like maybe if I was gonna have some chocolate cake or
like a liqueur.
vanilla ice cream.
yeah, even better.
Or
yeah.
like-
It's kind of like a chocolate liqueur almost. It's the same kind of flavor to it, same kind of feel to it. It's a little bit like a small glass. I would love drinking a whole glass of it. No, not so much.
Or
This
if I
is
was like
something
smoking
that-
a cigar, something that was already kind of hitting my tongue. I think this would be enough to cut through that.
Yeah, this would probably pair well with a cigar. That I definitely would agree with that. So, all right, now, and I noticed that we kind of diverged from the very first episode. We were giving stuff
the
thumbs
same
up,
thing.
thumbs down, and then we did it
same
for
thing.
the Goza that we tried on Monday, and we haven't done it since. So. But we can always fix that later. So, but while we're sitting here, let's go around. Thumbs up, thumbs down. How many? Thumbs up.
Again, I'm not really a coffee drinker or a big beer guy, so I'll give it half a thumb.
Half a thumb. I'm gonna give it. I'll go with that half a thumb. I think this is well done. I think it's pretty balanced. Just not a go-to thing for my preference. So I'm gonna go with half a thumb. Where you at on that?
I would give
Mike?
this a solid thumb.
A solid
Yeah.
thumb.
Solid thumbs up.
All right, Vinny, what do you got over there?
I'm gonna have to go with a solid thumb also.
A solid thumb. And cameraman Mike.
You know, I'm not that far away from everybody with a half a thumb.
So, okay, so this is the first beer that we're all in kind of a mediocre agreement on. So let me go get the bottle and we'll reveal what it is.
It's strong.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of those beers where you're drinking and you're like, yeah, this has got a lot of alcohol in it. There's no
I want to
question.
tell the heater aspect.
It feels almost like you're drinking a shot.
Yeah.
It really does. It's
Reminds me
a
of the
carbonated
Jameson,
shot.
The Jameson.
Yep.
That does not
the
surprise
Almost
me
a
at
little
all.
whiskey.
Yeah,
You're
you're
right.
looking at
No, you're right.
Brewery beer.
This I strayed from San Diego. We're still Southern California. You want to take a look at that? This is definitely as Matt kind of led on there. This is definitely going to be kind of a typical beer that you're going to get from the brewery. They're up in Placentia, so they're farther north from here. And I've been up there. They have their barrel aged stuff is just unbelievable. Just to divert a little bit, I went to the Carnival of Caffeination, ding, 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 right there. That's where I got that glass last Saturday. And man, they had Mocha Wednesday, which that was 19.2. Wow. But you would never know.
They're not scared of big beers, but they're also not scared of big flavors, and they'll try some cool stuff.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the Mocha Wednesday is got it all over this. This is actually a Christmas beer, 9 Ladies Dancing.
Yeah.
And let's see, ale with cacao nibs, vanilla, coffee, and lactose added. Now, I'm not getting much vanilla. Maybe that's kind of where maybe some of the sweetness is coming from. I'm not sure. But I don't know. Did anybody get any vanilla in
I'm
this?
not picking up.
I didn't catch any of this.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
alcohol.
get
It's
any.
vanilla
With-
coffee and chocolate's pretty
And which I
overpowering.
will say the Mocha Wednesday, and again, that was 19.2, so that was a beefy beer. But man, it was really good, and unless I'm confusing it with something else, I had a lot of beers, obviously had a lot of beers those days, and that, a lot of beers that day. So, yeah,
It's only 11 more.
yeah, it's right. Well, there you go. Well, this is, I mean, even though we're doing one beer a day is from the upload standpoint, we're drinking all these in one sitting just for the sake of convenience. So, yeah, it's starting to get a little, the ship is starting to rock a little bit. But yeah, so this, the 9th verse of our 12 Days of Christmas series, Dances with Flavors, inspired by tiramisu.
Okay.
I kind of get the tiramisu
That
thing.
kind of makes that kind of
Yeah.
fits.
But I just, the
Well,
only
now
thing
you mentioned
I'm
it's a
not
Christmas
getting-
beer. It kind of actually, you know, at Christmas time, this would actually be
Yeah.
appropriate. In February, rainy, yeah, not so much. Doesn't feel like something I'd want to drink all the time, but definitely Christmas time.
So yeah, this is, it says right on the bottle, suitable for aging up to 3 years. So, I don't know, maybe I'll pick up another one and save it for a couple of years just to see how it changes and how it matures. It's always kind of cool to see how things change, and so, yeah, so, and we already did our thumbs on this one.
Yes,
We
we
did.
did.
We're
Yes.
thumbed away.
Yeah, clearly I am.
Have another beer,
Yeah,
Jay.
and I will
Finish
miss
that
that. That's right. I am. Cheers. I am going to finish.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
I
Yeah.
want to know, is your beer cellar in the garage here too? Also?
Yeah.
Actually,
It's-
I have a closet.
Ugh. Yeah, this is some strong shit.
What's the address?
It actually, it does feel like you're doing shots of beer. You know what I mean?
I mean,
It's delicious, but I'm not finished.
okay,
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
exactly
requirement.
right. Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna fall over.
Yeah, this is definitely buzz beer.
Yeah.
There's no question.
I want that much beer in the bottom of a snifter glass, and I want to
Exactly.
milk it
More
for
like a
about an
cognac.
hour.
So, all right. So, see that? Even free beer, you give it away, and people are like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Well, we're just waiting for the next one.
I mean, I guess it would be a different story if it wasn't the middle of the day. And but I mean, day drinking is the best. I mean, as far as I'm concerned. But anywho, so cheers! Thanks for checking us out.
Cheers.
Craft Beer Budz, and we'll be back with one more beer to finish out the week. And thanks for checking us out. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Thanks. Yeah, this one's strong.
It is very strong.
I like a good
I like it.
I don't dislike
If
it.
it wasn't
all of these in a row, then
2:45 in the afternoon and my kids were in bed.
It's an 8 o'clock beer.
It's not a.
I don't have any kids in my life. I haven't seen her 17 years, so.
Well, see, I don't have anything else to do, so it's